Alison Arngrim Show. And I'm Alison Arngrim, although some of you may remember me as evil Nellie Olson from Little House on the Prairie. But tonight I'm Alison Arngrim, and it's the Alison Arngrim Show. And here on the Alison Arngrim Show, we talk about things that make us feel good. The movies and the TV shows that made us feel good, and the people who made them. And people who are doing things now to make the world a better and more interesting place. And you know, I get excited when I have people I know on. Okay, so you know her, you love her. I know. We were just trying to figure out how long we've known each other, and it's in decades. It's terrifying. We've known each other this long, but you've also known her forever. Yes, the love goddess, the Aphrodite of the accordion. Yes, you love buckets, you love pigs, you worship her because she is the goddess, and now she is kicking cancer's ass. Yes, it's Judy Tenuta.
Look at all the beautiful flowers you gave me. Isn't that pretty?
It's lovely. It's lovely. They're blooming. They're just blooming around you, as they should.
I know. I'm so excited. I know. We have known each other at least 30 years, and we're only 35.
I know. We must have been at kindergarten because I wonder how old. There's no way we're this old.
I know. I know. I say, so, you know, it's okay if we forget things here and there. But anyway, no. But it's been at least that.
It's just absolutely forever. So yes, you are it's amazing, Judy Tenuta, and it's so amazing to me because your stage persona, as I say, is like the first time I saw you in person. In your stage persona, it's just yes, in your face, call them pigs, tell them to bow, and they do. And then like the first time I met you in person, you're like, hi, I was gonna sit over here. Hi, is that? She's like a little mouse, a little fairy. She said that. Yeah. And then you went on stage and went, rah, there you go. And I love this because you are just, as you said, a little flower, a feminine flower.
Yeah. Right. As a little child, I was like a petite flower because I grew up in this family of like 7 brothers. I was the only bride. You know, there's usually 7 brides for some. No, but I had 7 brothers and a sister. So Alison, I never heard myself speak until I graduated high school. I'm not kidding. Then I went to the University of Illinois, and then I realized when I went on stage, because I was majoring in theater, oh my God, look, when you're on stage, people actually listen to you. So
a miracle.
yeah, because I really mean that. I never heard myself speak in that house.
You weren't the youngest in that.
No, I was the third from
pile.
the top. There were, yeah, you know, and I had two older brothers, so they were always getting into trouble, and my parents were always like smacking them, and I thought, I don't want to get smacked, so I was goody Judy Two-Shoes. I was like a little angel, you know, because I didn't want to get smacked.
It's like dinner table. Like my friends who have like 8,000 brothers and sisters is like, it was like you had to fight for like the piece of chicken for like anything.
Oh, yeah. Well, no, luckily with me from the time I was a little girl, I loved vegetables. I was not much of a meat eater. So I told my brothers, I'll trade you here's my pork chop, or, you know, smoked butt, whatever it was, and give me some of your vegetables. So, you know, we got along now.
Now, aren't you Miss Vegetarian, like vegan person now?
You know what? I'm not totally vegetarian, but if I had my way, I would be. But you know my boyfriend V. I mean, he is a total meat eater. I mean, everything he says to me. Yeah, I'm really hankering for a rack of lamb. I go, ew. When somebody to me mentions lamb, I think of baby Jesus. What are you doing? You're eating a lamb. This is not right. So he has to do that when he's not at my house. He can have all that. But when he's here, we do have things though, like spaghetti and all that good stuff. But you know, I just can't have, like, especially if I could see what the animal looks like.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a steak. Oh, I
I do like I always say chicken and fish, small animals I could kill with my bare hands in the wild. But yeah, I haven't eaten like red meat, like moo cows or
well,
anything in
it's supposed
ages
to
and
not be
ages.
as good for you. My doctors say.
Oh,
Try,
too much meat, too much meat's not good for you. No, no, no.
that,
So you have fabulously a channel, of course, online with many, many, many videos where you are many characters. You do like parodies and music videos, but you have like slut what's it Slutvanka? What's it?
Slatvinka. Oh yes.
Slutvinka. How's Slutvinka? How is Slutvinka
Oh,
doing? She has a lot of videos.
Slatvinka. I am so good. You know, all the boys bring me. They come and carry me around my living room and feed me grapes. That's the way to live. You know. So yes, I love it very much. It's very nice, and then I just relax while they rub my feet and do my bidding.
It's like you have had a eclectic, fascinating career. I mean, if you started out, I mean, in clubs, but you started right away on TV. You're one of the first people to have like HBO special and Showtime specials and have all those specials back then.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, thank you. Yes, I did have that. I was very excited about doing that. Now it's very different, as you know. People they have all these contests with comedy, right? So people off the street, especially when you fly to New York and the cab driver picks you up. In my case, like I said, he starts right up. Hey, Judy, I want to do my type 5 on Slurpees. You know, he literally starts doing an act, and I'm like, hello, you're the cab driver, but whatever, you know. Yeah, everybody just thinks they can do it. You know, and maybe they can. I don't know, but
But you had the HBO special night. You had the insane Dr. Pepper commercials. You were a
oh
goddess
my
in that.
God.
That was I love that.
Oh, thank you. I loved it. You know what? Those were so special to me because you know, if you remember how they looked, they spared no expense on the stylings of it, and it was just beautiful. So I really, yeah, those were great. And I had a few iconic little phrases, like in one, I'm working out, you know, in the workout machine, and then all of a sudden I stop. It looks like I'm really working hard. Then I let go of it, and and you see it moves on its own. And then I hold up a big bottle of Diet Dr. Pepper and I go, yeah, you can't get a body like mine in a bottle unless you push real hard, you know, stuff like that. So they were very fun. Yeah, very. And the weird thing is, as soon as I started doing them, I wasn't used to, you were used to getting recognized as a child. Yes. Well, I never had that. So I go out of my house and all of a sudden, like these kids were, they would, I don't know, they would go, yeah, you can't get a body like mine. I go, oh my God.
If you don't think about it when you're doing it, because that's a weird thing. Like when you do stand up or you do theater, there's people, they're there in the room, and there's a lot of them. But when you do TV and you do commercials and you do film, there's the crew. And you're almost like, it's just us. No one is, you can't, it's like
Yeah,
no one is
you
seeing it.
forget.
You forget that it's like not going to be now hundreds. It's now going to be literally millions of people. And you have no idea who's going to see it, when they're going to see it. And you don't, and with commercials, you're not like, did it start yet? If they started airing it yet? And you walk down the street and suddenly, hi. And you're like, what the hell just happened?
I know, it's so true. It's really true. It's fun, you know. It's really fun. But yeah, it had to be very much harder for you as a little kid, I think.
Well, I played someone that people didn't like. People liked you. I had people when they recognized me, they were afraid and upset. Yeah,
they
it's odd.
were afraid. Yeah.
It was really weird. I mean, now people like it. Now they're like, oh my God, you're an Ellie Olsen. That's so cool. But yeah, when I was younger, it was like hard to make friends. My friends would introduce me. Oh yeah, she was about Ellie Olsen. Like people start backing away. Like I don't be friends with her. I don't hang out with her for. So yeah, so people were kind of like horrified and didn't want to be around me. So I get my old friends, but yes. So you've had an eclectic career, and you've done movies. You've kind of done everything. You've done everything because you've done stage. I mean, we've done the vagina monologues. We've both done the vagina monologues 8 bazillion times.
Yeah, many times. Yeah, you know, and you know, and whatever that other one is. Anyway, but yeah,
you did Menopause, the musical. Did you do
Menopause? And we haven't even gone through menopause yet, have we? No,
puberty. Yeah, I'll go with that story.
We know we're only 35. We said that.
It's actually the 25th anniversary of my 35th birthday.
Yeah, exactly. And mine is even more like, you know, hello. Yeah. So, yeah, but you know, the important thing is, you know, to just like, yeah, I just, you know, now that we were all, you know, kind of camped out in our homes, you know, that's what I got spoiled. I don't want to get on a plane anymore. I'm scared.
There's so much we can do now. Before it's like, okay, well, you got to leave. How you got to drive across town and do this interview, and you got to go here. Oh, there's an event. You got to go to the airport and get on the plane and go to the event, and then it's like, or I can do the virtual one, and I'm not even wearing pants.
Yeah,
and
I know it's the best. I like it.
So yeah, so when the pandemic hit, you stayed in and you got to work. That's a lot of my friends got very creative. Some people didn't know what to do. Other people got insanely creative. You got really creative during the pandemic, during lockdown.
Well, I don't know really, but a little bit. Yeah, I always had little videos. But yeah, and you know, yeah, and then you know, something else happened. So
okay, so the current video that we love is kicking cancer's ass, because Judy, okay, when were you diagnosed? Judy
April.
got cancer, like what, April, right?
I know.
So it was in the middle of all this other crap. Then they're like, oh, by the way, you have cancer.
Yeah, thank you. And I thought, you know, I will never forget it because it was last Easter weekend. And I go, nice Easter gift. Anyway, so I'm in the doctor's office, and he says, you know, even when I went in, I kept a positive attitude. I go, well, you know, they don't know for sure. You know what I mean? So I'm there, and I said, well, doctor, I expect a good report. Well, he takes out the x-rays, and then he says, well, this is what you've got. And I'm like, oh my God. So I had to face the reality. So I had a good cry. And then I said, but you know what? Damn it. I'm going to kick cancer's ass. You know, you can't be a baby about it. You have to, and you know, you just have to stay positive. But I say this to everyone about whatever you're doing, you should be positive anyway. So, right. I mean, so, I'm just trying to stay positive, and it was tough in the beginning when, you know, they first try to give you the chemo, and you know, and that makes you sick. But I had have very good doctors, and they know how to adjust it so that you're not, you know, constantly hurling. They fix you, you know, they know what to do. So yeah, that was very helpful. And
yeah, so that was back in April, and so you're still at it, but you seem to be doing terribly well. How is it going?
Yes, I feel really good. I just had a little drawback because I don't know if you know this, I love flowers, and we were at the gardens, the Descanso Gardens, and I tripped right on. All my weight went on my right knee, and so that was not good. So that's healing, and I'm getting all better from that. Oh, it's always something, but you know, at least nothing broke. So yeah.
Now, you'd actually made a video called Kicking Cancer's Ass. Oh, Robert, do we have the video of Kicking Cancer's Ass to show now?
It's playing now.
I'm kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking cancer's ass. Everyone who's got it is kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking cancer's ass. We're whipping it, we're licking it, we're kicking cancer's ass. Woo! You cannot possess me, no, cancer, no. It's time for you to set me free. It's time for you to go. Hey! I'm kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking cancer's ass. Everyone who's got it is kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking cancer's ass. We're whipping it, we're licking it, we're kicking cancer's ass. Here's the hitch. Crawl for it. Surrender now, cancer. I'm making you my bitch. And we're kicking cancer's ass. We're kicking cancer's ass. Love buckets, join in. We're kicking cancer's ass. We're kicking cancer's ass. We're kicking cancer's ass. I'm your goddess and we're hitting it. Come on, pigs, we're licking it. We're warriors, we're kicking it. We're kicking cancer's ass.
Amazing. Okay, that's banana. So that, like, you're sitting there going, well, I have a cancer diagnosis. What do I do? Wait, quick, set up a boxing ring. What?
Well, what we decided, you know, my film guys, they're, you know, I have Mark and Craig. They were filming me, and Craig created the cancer guy monster, who was, as you can see,
the cancer guy. So someone made that, because that's I haven't seen that out. I haven't seen that before. So you guys created a whole, like, the embodiment of cancer
digitally. Yeah, he created it digitally, and here I am boxing something I can't see, but you know how that works. And
so you had a guy where you're like boxing, and then it's all CGI that it's the thing.
Right. I had nobody with me. It was just
no one. Oh.
So I'm like this, and you know, whatever I'm doing, and then as you can see, the cancer pig is at least 5 times my size, you know. So it's kind of, I compare it to, I'm like a petite flower Rocky, but I'm fighting cancer instead of Apollo Creed. You know, I'm fighting cancer, and I go in the rink and I just beat the crap out. But you know, it's kind of like a polka that, well, you could see. And the good thing about it is, I don't know if you noticed, the words are at the bottom of the screen, so you could see, you know, people can, you know, sing along or whatever they want to
sing along, which is excellent. Yes. And so the tech you have, because I've seen your other videos too, is you know, my stuff's really basic. I do a show here out of my living room on stage it, but it's like, yeah, I have a backdrop and I have music, but I kind of sit, you know, set up the camera and go. You have some nice special effects in your videos.
Oh, thank you.
When did you start putting all that together, and how do you do that? Is it all in your living room, or it's done externally at somebody else's house? Or
well, actually, this video we did in 2 locations. One was the fellow who created the cancer monster, I call it, and at his house, which he was right here in Burbank, and we were inside his house because he's got all these things, you know. He had that workout equipment when you see me work out, and you know.
I was going to say, did you put a gym in your house? Where did that come from?
No, that's him. And then though, a lot of where you see me boxing the guy, that's all in front of a green screen, which was in my living room. But in my new house, I think you've seen my old house, but I moved.
I have not seen the new house. That's right. You just moved in this and haven't seen the new house.
Yeah, I live near Universal. So, hey, you know, I can visit Harry Potter and then come home and film, you know. But yeah, and so I've got in my living room, I've got a big green screen, which I now have folded up. But yeah, it was real easy. We just filmed everything in front of it but of course, I could have never done it alone. I had to Mark and Craig did that for me. They were great. So very thankful for that. And I have to give credit to my friend CJ Vanston, who put all of I composed it, the words and music. However, he brought the instrumentation into it. So yeah. And he did he's done some Christopher Guest films, like what's the one about the dogs? Oh, Alison.
Oh, Best in Show.
Best in Show. He did that music. So, you know, he's great. And so he did all the instrumentation. So I said, I want it to be lively, and it's got to be like a polka. because I kicking cancers, and then it shows the accordion, so it all worked out.
Well, you've always written these songs. I mean, the song parodies and stuff you do, and people don't realize. I mean, you're writing the words and music, you're composing music, and you really do play the accordion. It's like sort of a bizarre thing where you have this act that's like, oh, by the way, I also wrote the music. I actually do this.
Well, no, I'm not. This is a little secret. I am not a great accordion player at all. However, that's Weird Al's department. The music, however, is in. When I think of a song, I think of, okay, it just, it just came to me like, I'm kicking cancer's ass. I'm kicking. It just did. So, I guess that's a good thing. And
when did you learn to write songs, or was it just something that came out of the comedy, or did you have any musical background at some point?
Well, I don't call them, but they're comedy songs, so it's not like I'm, all of a sudden I'm Adele. No, but of course, I love her, but sometimes we do want to take a nap. So, I'm sorry for saying that, but yeah, but no, but she's great. But anyway, but in mine, I keep them short and sweet. I have that one, Mountain Girl, and
Mountain Girl.
Yeah, Mountain Girl. I love that one. That one's a lot of fun. And then I have this other one about where it's really a parody of it's like a tribute to Lady Gaga and Madonna, and it's called it's on that's why I tell people, please go to my YouTube channel and please subscribe, because you'll see, and it's free, isn't it, Alison?
Yes, what's your channel so people could go to it, so they know where to go to it?
Just go to Judy Tenuta. It's just Judy Tenuta on YouTube. Yeah.
It's very pretty. It has all your videos and things. Lovely. And it has your reel, because you also have like movies. You did like actual movies as well.
Yeah. Well, I'm not in movies like, I'm not like in Meryl Streep movies or anything, but comical things. So it's all good, and yeah, I just, the good, the good news is, like, if I always say to people, when I was feeling really badly during the treatment, I would tell people to call me and sing to me, whether they could sing or not. And so the conversation was, oh, I'm doing my laundry and it really sucks. Wish I had a couple of bucks, whatever it is. And, so,
and this
pardon?
And that helped?
Well, instead of just talking, because I would feel bad, so yeah, I go, when you feel bad, sometimes you got to sing about it. Yeah.
And we were talking earlier about the wig. I was saying, welcome to the world of blondes, because you were not blonde before. Now you are blonde through artificial enhancement, but you have joined us in the blonde world. So welcome to Blonde Land.
I love it. I was struck with this, and then I got struck blonde. So, and I love it. I love blonde, but I've always liked blonde hair. But luckily, I can, carry it off. Because, as you know, my hair before was auburn, but a little secret here. One of the reasons I chose blonde, I had a lot of blonde wigs. And Alison, if you saw what has grown out, which I can't show you, but it's almost all, because you can't put any dye or anything on your hair while this is happening. So it grew out white and gray. And I'm like, hell no. And the closest thing to that is this, blonde. So that's what I said, I'm going to be struck blonde.
Because neither one of us has gray hair, because we own stock in Clairol at this point, because we are not going gray. So is it weird, like, when you lose your hair and does it grow out besides the color completely different? Because I've had friends where it's like they had straight hair and it grew out curly, and they had curly hair and it grew out straight. It was like weird.
That's interesting. No, in my case, they told me that could happen, but in my case, no. I always had, well, I don't want to. No,
you keep that blonde wig on, that girl.
Because it grew, well, now it's about up to here, and it's Well, the color before, as you know, was auburn, but I've had every color. When I started, it was like a dark color because I loved Elvis, so I thought I have to channel Elvis, and then I made it a little lighter, so it was like a lighter brown with golden highlights, and then I became auburn for a long time, as you know. That's, you know, and then I got this, and I didn't have really any decent auburn wigs. I don't know why they don't make them as well as blonde, but you know, I just got struck blonde. I had to put, you know, but yeah, it's very helpful because you don't want to scare people, you know.
It's very shiny. It's lovely. I mean, you've obviously got a whole collection of those. Should you wear like completely crazy, bizarre styles, or just like the cute little bob?
Well, you know, I actually also have, well, at Halloween, I had a blast. I had a pink wig. I have a pink wig. God, you know, but one of my favorite things, speaking of wigs, was that time when you came over in my backyard and you put the Nelly wig on me. It was so great. I loved that.
I love that thing because I don't have like the original Nelly wig, but I have a fake one, but it's fabulous with the big curls and a big honking bow. And it's marvelous for when you want to do a sight gag and go, look, I'm Nelly Olson. But I love putting it on other people because I always say, yes, will the Nelly in your personality come out while you wear this wig? And I think it did. Yeah, we're sitting on a little bench out in your backyard. Yes, and it's put this on your head. And yes, you went full Nelly.
That was really fun. And so anyway, but yeah, I happen to have already some blonde wigs, and as I told you, we don't want to talk about the roots, but they weren't, you know, they were closer to blonde than any other color. So I said, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to be blonde. Oh, woe is me. I love blonde hair, so it's all great.
So this is great. So you're encouraging other people. I mean, putting these videos out. This is marvelous because obviously so many people out there have cancer. And the initials, you said initially, were you frightened? As you said, you had a good cry, but then did you jump up and start fighting right away? How long did it take you to like pull yourself up and?
Well, I was in the doctor's office, and at first then I dried my tears, and you know, and V was with me, and the doctor said to me, Judy, we are going to fight this together, and we can do a lot of great things for you. Don't you worry. I go, that's right, doctor. I'm going to kick cancer's ass. So I started saying that, and I have a friend that calls me every so often, and she calls me at least once a week. She goes, Judy, what are you doing? I go, I'm tired. She goes, no, you're kicking cancer's ass. So she reminds me. So anyway, yeah, it's really great. It's important to have, thank you. I want to thank all the people who I know prayed for me, and because I do believe in that, and all the people who wished me well, and just, you know what I mean? Just things like that. And also, just well wishes, wishing me well, and there was a lot of good stuff. So
having a support system is very important. I mean, even if it's got people calling up to sing at you.
Yeah, yes. But the most important was in my case, I really did need someone to take me to my appointments, because the doctor would say, you have to come in, we have to give you hydration, we have to, and I'm making it sound, it wasn't so horrible. I just didn't feel well because chemo makes you sick, literally. So, but you know, I lost weight, so I got thinner, which I don't advise that kind of diet at all. But yeah, so but V was there taking me to everything, and that's so important to have someone. And that was very, very helpful. I'm so grateful for that. And, you know, if ever I had a problem, I would call the doctor, and, you know, they would say, one time, okay, I don't know if I should talk about,
now you're talking. Now this is getting good.
This is one time, this was in the beginning of the treatment, the beginning of, you know, the chemo. So you know how you're just learning to adapt, right? And what you have to remember, you have to drink lots of water, but or something. but not anything with caffeine like coffee. Well, you could have coffee, but only a little, and it doesn't count as a drink. You could have Kool-Aid, you could have tea, but mostly water, they suggest. But when you're this sick, you can't even drink it. So he says to me, go to the ER and they'll hook you up and give you hydration and, make you, so to speak. Yeah, I had to do that because I got all clogged up. So, things happen. Yeah. But it was not fun, but I got better. So I learned how to navigate it. I gotta drink. And when I wake up in the morning, I drink 3 glasses of water. I'm just used to it, And
Well, I think that's good. I mean, dehydration seems to be a side effect of literally everything. It's like every time any meds, oh yeah, but you can get dehydrated on that. And every time, I was at the eye doctor and he's like, you're actually kind of dehydrated. You need to drink more water. It's like everything. The eye doctor defends it. They're like,
yeah. But listen, I would have a friend that would every day she'd call me after this happened to me. Judy, I have a real bad headache. I go, drink some water. You have to, one of the reasons you get a headache is, you're dehydrated. Drink some damn water. It's much better if you just drink water. And I mean, I don't want you drinking soda. It's all sugar, so you can have a little of that, but, see, here's my little water.
And of course, I have a Diet Coke right now, but
but that's okay.
I had a water earlier.
That's okay. Listen, I know other people that don't drink as much water, but they're drinking something. So, yeah.
And I think that's something that people don't think of right away, but it's literally everything dehydrates you. It's like everything is dehydration. So
yeah, it is. And you know what? And you forget to, I'm hungry. But really you should have some water first. But you don't always remember. But honestly, if you have headaches, please, that's what you have to do. And then of course, if you have to go through chemo, you gotta drink water. So
you had times where you were terrified, where you thought you weren't going to make it. You have times where you got mad.
I did get mad. I
bet you did.
Got mad. This was bad. I had a girlfriend. Well, she's still my friend, but she'd say, but I'd say, oh yeah, you're having a tough day. I bet you went to a tea party, and and I go on and because I'm a prisoner, and I don't feel well, and I have to drink. But I got better and better, as you can see. I have energy, but I'm still being treated. But I'm kicking it. That's what I say.
And what with the pandemic and already being in your house, but then if you're having chemo, they tell you, well, you're more susceptible to germs. So they tell you, well, now you really have to stay in the house.
Yeah, but you know what? I was okay with that. I really was, because my little game that I play in my new house, every room, right now I'm in Paris with you. Oh, every room is a different city. My bedroom, I think, I'm not sure. What is my bedroom? I don't know, but I make it different things, So, yeah, it's, what, you have to, and you know what? You have to learn to be your own best friend. Oh, we lost, I can't hear you. Uh-oh. Oh, what happened? Yeah, I don't know what happened. Uh-oh.
There you are. Now I can hear you. It doesn't sometimes. It's Zoom. Zoom likes to do that and occasionally cut off everyone's.
Zoom plays little tricks on us. Oh, I'm noticing your cute little. Oh yeah, well of course you have. Remember your birthday party at Oil Can Harry's, and oh my God,
right?
you love Kitty, Hello Kitty.
I do. I have the Hello Kitty stuff. I was gonna Hello Kitty on the cake and everything.
Oh, it was the best. You. By the way, everybody should know this. Alison always has the best birthday cakes. You have the best birthday cakes. know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with the sound. Yeah.
Alison, we can't hear you, and we're trying to figure
muted.
that out.
Okay.
Are we freezing or muting? What is happening? Because it keeps trying to cut us off.
You just keep kind of going away. Video,
we just keep.
video is there, but
your
audio stops.
Call. Your call is muted. I'm like, no, don't go. What? There. Yes, I have the best cake. Okay, I have the best cake, but I haven't been able to have a birthday party for 2 years. So I had the huge party on January 18th, 2020, like right before everything hit the fan. I had that party, which again, giant amazing cake, and then didn't occur 2021. So I had the thing. I did a little video thing in the living room and had a little tiny cake. And then we did that again. We did a little video thing in the living room, had a little tiny cake, and that's been it. But I still went to the same bakery and said, "Can you just give me the small version of the thing? Because it's the best."
Yeah,
it's the best.
It's so good, and it's beautiful. It's really beautiful looking. You know.
Yeah, you always like the frosting, though. How many of my parties have you come to where you've said, "Can I have a bowl of frosting?"
Well, I know. This is terrible, and I don't know if this is how I got sick, but as a teacher, no, listen, from the ages of like 12 to 16, I basically lived on frosting. I love I would have peanut butter, but I'd have to have frosting in it. Yeah, terrible. But they say your body can take anything when you're young like that. I was only between the ages of 12 and 15. I was basically living on frost.
Oh, I ate such absolute crap as a child. I mean, when I look at that stuff, I just kept like, how did I even eat that and live through the week, let alone to now? I don't know.
When you're young like that, when you can take anything. I mean, we were eating Twinkies and little donuts, which I love sweets. I don't eat them as much now at all. But when I was a teenager, that's all I wanted. Which is
we acted like it was food. When I was a kid, it was all astronaut food, Tang and space sticks.
Space sticks?
Space sticks. They were like this weird, they're like Tootsie Rolls with protein or something.
I like those. I like those. And you probably went nuts at Halloween, right? Because it's all
the candy, ate all the candy. And we were started on all the junk food, at birth, because back in the olden days, they would feed babies. They would sometimes say, we'll put you on formula. Not the stuff they have now. No, it's all that stuff that's got all the fabulous protein and the vitamins. No, what they literally told my mother to do was to take carnation powdered milk or evaporated milk in the can and mix it with tap water and corn syrup. So when I was a baby, I drank a bottle of what was corn syrup, New York City tap water, and evaporated milk.
So terrible.
The hell? That's not food.
When you're young, I don't know how I got this, but at least I didn't get diabetes, because I was literally living on sugar between the ages of 12 and 15.
So would you say, you would eat, in the time I've known you, other than the frosting, you would eat like really healthy stuff. But so would you say your diet and exercise thing has changed since being diagnosed with cancer? Did you get like more healthy?
No, because I've always, since, especially, doing comedy, I was very careful, when I'm on the road, because they eat so much. Most of them live on candy bars and pizza. And I wasn't doing that. I tried to eat something healthy, like if they had something in the kitchen, I'd ask for like some vegetables and, almost like Chinese food, but without the MSG and, stuff like that. So I would eat healthy, which is why I got shocked, but who knows? There's no rhyme or reason. That's why I say to people, I don't have the answer but I do think it is important to have a good diet, healthy, but you know what? You can have anything, just a little bit. You can have candy. There's these people, oh my God, Judy, I can't eat bread. Yes, you can. You can eat bread. You can eat spaghetti. You can eat pizza. You can eat chocolate, dark chocolate's really good for you. But, just try not to eat a bucket of it. Right?
And that's the thing. You don't know why. In your case, they didn't say, well, we're diagnosed with cancer and it's because blah, blah, blah. You smoked cigars and drank whiskey.
And I don't smoke, Alison.
Right. You're not a smoker. I've never seen you with a cigarette. Never.
Ever. Or a cigar or a pipe. No. So so I was just as shocked as anyone. But I do think it really is brought on by stress. And we all have stress. And I think when I was moving from my old house to this house, I got really stressed out because I was so worried that I couldn't sell the old house because it wasn't selling it for. But you know what? You have to. What I learned, that song from I think it's from Let It Go, Let It Go, Let It Go. You just gotta let it go. Let it go. Don't let yourself get all freaked out. Nothing is worth it like that. You know that? And I'm sure but then again, I see people who are nuts. They have all, like my older brother, okay? He goes nuts and he yells and screams. He gets up and he didn't get it, So I don't know. Everybody's different.
Right. That's the thing that's always, is so amazing because we all know the people who smoke 2 packs a day and drank a bottle of whiskey and then ate a box of Twinkies and stood in front of the nuclear power plant with a fan and nothing happens. Nothing.
That pisses me off.
Right? And then we know the people like, I run 5 miles a day and I have this vegetarian diet and they're sick. And we're like, why?
That's what I mean. But it still pays off, I think, to eat well, especially as you get older. But as I say, you really can't have anything. Don't believe you can't have a little bread or a little bit of cake or a little bit of pie or a little bit of candy or, you can have it. Just don't eat the whole box. Right?
Yes.
Right. By that I mean the whole box of wine too.
Right. It is exactly. Yeah. It's as I say, the moderation, and I think it is because then you don't feel like deprived or whatever.
Right.
Now, what are you doing next? Now you've got the book. There's the book. If people haven't read the book, they're gonna get the book.
I have this one. It's called. Can you see it? It's full frontal.
We have pictures. There it is. We have pictures on the screen. We're professional.
Oh yeah, you guys are great.
Isn't that lovely? It's so yellow. That's from that video where you have like the Lady Gaga thing going on. We have the police stick. Yeah. I love that video. So that one is full frontal
nudity. Yeah, good title. I'm good at titles. Now, my movie, Alison, this is kind of a dedication to you. You remember. Desperation Boulevard is a tribute to child star.
It's about the struggle of the crazy ex-child star. Yes.
Yeah, so you know all about it. I wish I knew you then, or I could get. But my director, his name is Greg Liana. He got a hold of Aaron Moran, Dana Plato, Burt Ward, and I don't remember Eddie Haskell's name, but they were in.
Yes, Ken Osmond. And delightful. Eddie Haskell, he was like the nicest people ever. We hung out at a thing and had like a whole dueling villains discussion about
No, but they're all so nice. They were so sweet, and we had a lot of fun. We did a card game. It's in the movie, and honestly, if you want it, not only is it funny, but it's got heart. It's fun, And the synopsis is: I play a former child star who will stop at nothing to make a comeback. And I have this crazy manager played brilliantly by Academy Award nominee Michael Lerner. And he will make me he's the one that pushes me. You got to be homeless. You got to get caught turning into a lesbian. You got to, all these things just so I can get press. It was terrible, but it was fun. It's $250 to rent on. Well, yeah.
You sell it on the site. Don't you sell everything on the site too? Don't you have copies of everything, the book and the?
Yeah. This is actually on Amazon Prime.
Nice. Okay.
I would say go to Amazon Prime because I don't know how to do things on my site. Alison, I had to have Hervey, no, what's the guy's Dinklage, that little guy. He had to come over and set up my. No, that's terrible to say. No, honestly, I had to have my neighbors come over and set this up for me so I didn't F it up. But
Well, I mean, I always say, as an ex-child star who's constantly making a comeback, I am actually now on my 37th comeback. I'm trying to keep count, because what a lot of people don't realize is Little House was actually one of the comebacks. I had actually started working when I was like 6.
yes,
And I worked off and on, and I did a movie when I was 10. And then at 11, I wasn't working very much. My father actually gave me the speech, like, a lot of child stars, maybe you don't work until after you're 18, or maybe you don't work again. These things happen, and you're not working right now. We have to see where this goes. So I got the your career is over at 11 speech.
Oh my God, that had to be so traumatic.
But he was real straight up, and that's good, because a lot of child stars' parents don't. They're just like, no, everything's fine. And so at least he went, maybe not. It could be bad. And then when I was 12, of course, I go and I get Little House on the Prairie. So technically, I had an entire career from 6 to 10, and then like stopped, and then got Little House. So Little House on the Prairie was actually my comeback.
Oh, that is so awesome. That is so.
I've been doing comebacks since 12. So I just figured there's always a comeback.
Well, when you think about it, think of all the people. How many times has Frank Sinatra retired, and now he's really retired? But the same thing with Cher. Oh, this is my last tour. Yeah, and then there were 10 more.
Right.
But I think it's just part of it. You think you might retire, but we can't do it.
Right. Then you're not retired. I mean, good Lord, we didn't retire. We had a freaking pandemic, and we're locked in our houses, and we didn't retire.
No, we still could do things. Thank God to the digital media, but, so yeah, we have to. And guess what, Alison? I even brought my accordion so that I could do
Yes, I was going to say, break it out, do it, hit it.
The world is going mental and you're getting kind of moody. It's time to listen to me, the goddess Judy, because I'm the queen of love, the princess of romance. Shake it up, love buckets, party in your pants. Yeah, party in your pants, party in your pants. Never has there been such a sassy little dance. You can do it anywhere in any circumstance. Have yourself a big fat party in your pants. Oh, God, that was painful. But,
But it's good that you are still partying in your pants, accordion and all.
I am. You got to do it. You got to do it. You got to keep yourself, that. Look what you're doing. So that's great. Yeah. And don't.
What's your next thing? Do you have another thing? Do you have another thing, a new thing?
You know what? I'll tell you. And we were just like everyone. I was supposed to do something 2 years ago, and we wanted to do. It's a type of. I don't really want to call it. It's more like a variety show, and we were gonna. But you know what? I would actually much rather do my own makeup little sitcom, because a variety show you have to depend on people showing up.
But, you have other guests.
Yeah. But something like that. We were supposed to do it in Palm Springs, so we'll see. When everything calms down. So yeah, I'm going to do something like that, and I want. Well, I still never got off the ground, which I need to do. Lunch and Judy. How many years have I said?
Yes, that's right. That's why I was in your yard and we were trying on wigs, because it was the lunch and Judy show.
Yeah, I brought you to lunch. Remember, we had lunch, and then we were in the yard trying on wigs and all kinds of fun things. It was really fun. So, I'm sure I'll do something like that. Either that or who knows. But there's always something that we can do. So
right, and there's always a new video on your site, the cancer one. There's always, every time I turn around, it's like, oh, there's another. You have another video. There's always a video on the site. You get the book out there, and you've got your reels. You can see clips from all of your films, and then go and get them. And maybe we'll do a virtual version of Vagina Monologue, so we can do that again.
okay. Remember, we did that.
We did. We could do a Zoom. We could, because you're all, everyone. It's like individual things. We could do like a virtual one. I'll do our little video thing.
Yeah. But I don't know if it still applies to me because I would have to do the other one going through.
Oh, the menopause one.
Menopause the musical.
Oh,
But
yes,
you
try
know
to
what?
do it. Right?
We'll find it. We'll, and also, you could do an excerpt, not like do the whole thing maybe, but you know what I mean? Yeah. So.
All right. Well, what do you have next? I can't believe it's already like the hour is gone. Zoink. So what do you want to tell people out there? Because there's so many people right now fighting cancer.
Honestly, okay. The first thing and foremost is yourself. You have to believe. I say this every morning. Every morning I have my mantra. I am healthy. I am loved. I am blessed. And you wake up and you just, and I'm kicking cancer's ass. And you have to do it, and you have to be tough like that. And then people will call you. I tell my friends, Judy, they'll say, what are you doing? And maybe I don't feel so good, or no, you're kicking cancer's ass, they say. So they, everybody lifts up your spirits a little bit. It's good to have.
It's the support system. It's the support system is important, because I have actually a great niece, and she's a little tiny person and is kicking cancer's ass. She is 4 and kicking cancer's ass right now. It's like freaking amazing. And she is. She's like 4 going on 35, like the things she says. But she is absolutely, the child is kicking cancer's ass. But it's that support group. There's people on board who are who are like helping. And so anything, you like have your friends call you up and go, no, you can kick cancer's ass. You like it.
That's right. It's always you're kicking cancer's ass. And Judy, we just try to stay positive, or they do let me have times when I just want to bitch about something, because sometimes you just need to do that. You know that, Nellie.
You gotta let it out. You gotta let it out. That's why I was like, that's why I have really good blood pressure, because all this years of being Nellie Olson, you have to have an outlet for all of that.
So sometimes you gotta bitch about it. So you just let it all out like these. The funniest thing that would happen. Oh, but we're almost out of time, right? Well, anyway. No, but people they'd call and then they'd tell me what they're going through. Oh, Judy, I stubbed my toe. Yeah, Dixicle. Like that compares with, 8 hours of chemo. Not, no, it does not.
But that's the thing. You're allowing yourself to be open about your feelings and just like say, no, having chemo, go to hell.
That's right. You don't know what suffering, you don't know it, ass. You stubbed your toe and you're now rotating on a, I don't know, whatever, a Barbie doll. But whatever it is, they think the way to talk to you is to tell you about, no. Don't do that to a cancer patient or anyone going through something. You just say, you know what? We're behind you. We love you. You're going to kick this bitch. And, just like that, you got to get, you just got to be positive and fighting positive.
I like this. So yeah, channeling your anger, everything, and keeping positive, the support system. These are all important things to know. We love this. Everybody go to Judy Tenuta, judytenuta.com. Go to the site. It's all there. The Kicking Cancer's Ass video, her book, everything she's doing, and all of her many blonde wigs. And welcome to Blonde World. Welcome to Blonde World. And thank you for coming on. I haven't seen you.
And also, just like you, I'm on all social media, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Just like you, but we want you to go to the YouTube channel. Yeah, and
subscribe if you haven't already.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. And that was Judy Tenuta, and I'm Alison Arngrim, and this was the Alison Arngrim Show. Thank you. Love from